Hello everyone, how are you? And thank you for tuning into another episode of SK Health. In this series, we will be educating you on stroke. What is stroke? What are the symptoms of stroke? What's the risk of getting a stroke, and how can we prevent the risk of getting a stroke? So in this episode, we'll be focusing on what is a stroke and what are the symptoms. So first of all, what is a stroke? As you may have known already, you may know someone that has a stroke. You may have already had a stroke yourself already, but we don't know what is a stroke. So a stroke is when the blood flow to the brain is blocked. So it can be blocked by a number of things. It can be from a blood clot, or the blood vessel can actually burst. So each second your blood is circulating around your body, it's delivering precious nutrients and oxygen to different parts of the brain. But if all of a sudden you block this, that part of the brain is not getting that oxygen that it needs. So what happens? That part of the brain starts to die and it stops functioning. And now this is a medical emergency. So each second is precious. As soon as you have the symptoms, you must call the ambulance straight away, because each second your brain cells are starting to die, and it can be very dangerous. It can lead to brain damage, it can lead to permanent disability, and even worse, it can even lead to death. So how do I know what is a stroke? So how do I know if I'm getting a stroke? So what are the symptoms? So it really depends on what part of the brain is affected. So if a part of the brain that controls the arms is blocked, then that means your arms are not working. That can be an example. So an easy way to remember is the FAST acronym. So as we have here, so we'll go through that. These are the main symptoms of a stroke. So first of all, you can remember FAST, and first of all, F. So F stands for face. So if the blood vessel is blocked to the part of the brain that controls your face can all of a sudden be paralyzed. You can't move it at all, and it starts to droop like this. So if you're having these symptoms, it can be a sign that you're having a stroke. You can't control your face, you can't move it, and it also feels numb as well. Okay, so that's F. F stands for face. And the next one is A. A stands for arms. So a part of your brain that controls the arms, that can get blocked as well. So you check, can you move those arms? Can you lift both arms? Does it feel numb? Does it feel paralyzed? If it does, then this is a second sign that you are suffering a stroke. The next one is S. So S stands for speech. So the brain controls the way you talk, controls the speech. If you are unable to talk, if your speech is slurred, and if your family members don't understand you, then it is also another sign that you are suffering from a stroke. The next point to remember is very important is time. So time is very critical. As mentioned before, each second is very precious. So if you see any of these signs, don't hesitate to call the ambulance straight away. So don't get anyone to drive you, or don't even drive you to the hospital or anything. Make sure you call the ambulance straight away, because each second your brain cells are dying. Each second there's more damage to your brain, and the earlier you get help, the better you can recover. If not, it can be very, very dangerous. So I hope that you enjoyed this episode of what is a stroke and what are the symptoms of a stroke, and at least it gives you a basic understanding of what it is. So please make sure to tune in for the next episode, where we will be talking about what are the risks of stroke, and then how we can reduce this risk, so you can learn more to help manage your health. Thank you very much.